In one of the most insane games of the year, the Las Vegas Raiders pick up the victory against the New England Patriots. Chandler Jones, on the final play, decided to completely go off as he stiff-armed Mac Jones completely into the ground as the Patriots tried to lateral the ball around and try to get a big play. You're a Patriots fan, you were kicking yourself saying, bro, why did they not just run down the clock and go to overtime? Instead, Stevenson tried to make an amazing play, and it led with Chandler Jones getting the game-winning touchdown for the Raiders to walk off with the victory in Allegiant Stadium. Chandler Jones has been heavily criticized by Raiders fans. A lot of Raiders fans have been thinking that this guy is taking paid time off, not many sacks at all, 5 sacks on the season, and 3 of them came in one game. But no PTO for Chandler Jones today as he gets the game-winning touchdown. And what's even funnier about this is we thought the game was completely over. We thought things were going to go downhill. The Raiders fortunately win this game. It is their first dub after leading by double digits at halftime this season. Literally every single time this year when the Raiders have been winning by double digits at halftime, they drop a big fat Josh McDaniels L. And it's great to see Chandler Jones stiff arm Mac Jones. I love seeing that. Put that dude's nose to the grass because I'm never going to forgive Mac Jones for going out there and twisting Brian Burns' ankle. I know Brian Burns isn't a Raider, but come on, bro. That is totally foul and uncalled for. And by the way, Mac Jones was not fined by the NFL for that. Meanwhile, Max Crosby gets fined for just breathing on a guy. But now the Raiders are 1-4 when leading by double digits at halftime. And it wasn't only this Chandler Jones play that led to the dub. Derek Carr drove down the field and dropped a dime to Keelan Cole. This was a controversial play, and many people right now believe that this play should be overturned. So it was called a touchdown when Derek Carr originally threw it, and you can kind of see when you look at the replay that Keelan Cole's foot may have been on the white. It could have been called incomplete. And you had Derek Carr in the postgame presser talk about his reaction to the play and how he could have fought somebody.
And I remember, I was talking to the ref actually about the play, and he said, that was a heck of a throw, man. I was like, well, I hope it counts. I looked at him and he goes, touchdown, like that to Josh. And I just didn't even care whatever. If they changed it after that, I would have fought somebody, but
But fortunately, the referees called it in the Raiders' favor, and I like that, man. The Raiders always get the short end of the stick with the referees. Let us get a bone this one time, and we did, and it was called a touchdown. Derek Carr helped the Raiders drive down the field to get the tying score. But prior to this drive, it was looking straight bad, bro. Derek Carr looked completely frustrated with the offensive line, and him and Josh McDaniels seemed to have a little bit of tension. I'm not gonna lie, it seemed like they weren't on the same page. Derek Carr struggled to have time to throw the football. You have Vic Tafur right here talking about how Carr had no time to do anything, instantly sacked on a 3rd and 7 play. Not only are the Raiders short without guards because you don't have John Simpson, the Raiders released him for some reason. Alex Bars is currently injured, so the Raiders had to roll with Grossu, and then during the game, Dylan Parham became injured during the game, and so the Raiders not only had to deal with Grossu at right guard, they had to bring in Jordan Meredith at left guard. Keep in mind, Grossu has not played a regular season game since 2020, only had some action in preseason. But I'm not gonna lie, dude, Derek Carr was struggling even when there was no pressure happening, struggled to connect with some of his receivers down the field. Derek Carr ended up going off in the end, 3 passing touchdowns. And by the way, Carr haters, I hope you're okay with that. Everybody who hates Derek Carr, let me know in the comments, are you okay with him throwing 3 passing touchdowns, or is that bad? Should Derek Carr not have done that? Let me know, Carr haters, in the comments what you think. But all in all, Devontae Adams ended this game with only 28 yards, actually his 3rd lowest of the entire season so far. You saw Darren Waller get into the mix, get that 25-yard touchdown, but outside of that, him and Hunter Renfrow got very limited action. And I understand that you don't want to get these guys in immediately, but to me, after seeing how Darren Waller performed on that touchdown play, I don't see how you don't get these guys the football anymore. These guys are great players, and even as a decoy, they can get it done. And yes, I'm completely stoked the Raiders won this game. The Raiders still have a shot. Yes. I am delusional enough to say, bro, we still have a mother effing shot. But I was still disappointed in Josh McDaniels today. I kept seeing the same Josh McDaniels recipe. I don't like this cookbook. Run, pass. Oh, 3 and out. Run, pass. Oh, 3 and out. And then you're not even having Waller and Renfrow involved as a decoy, even if they haven't been in the mix in a while. Get the defense worried about them, bro. I want to be nitpicky, but in the second quarter, the Raiders get a big stop and straight up end up blocking a punt to get in scoring range right before the half ends. And I'm stoked about that, but if we wouldn't have blocked that punt, it would have been a complete disaster. Dude, Josh McDaniels was letting the clock go down. It went all the way down to like 30 seconds, even though we had 3 timeouts. If Josh McDaniels would have called a timeout right after the Patriots were forced to punt, we would have had a minute left on the clock. And let's just say we're in a scenario where we don't block the punt, we're going to need that time on the clock to try to get any kind of points. So I do think there were some sus play calls, but I will say at the end of the game, the final drive for Derek Carr and the Raiders, I think Josh McDaniels did call a good set of plays. Rather than trying to just do streaks and streaks and streaks, oh, let's do a streak to Mac Hollins and hope that works out. Instead, Josh McDaniels realized that we don't need 30 yards every play. We only need 10. And on this critical 4th down, Derek Carr and Mac Hollins were able to connect to make the first down. And I really do believe that completely saved the game. So looking at the stat line, I do want to give a big thumbs up for the defense in the passing game, but in the run game, oh my goodness, the defense got absolutely destroyed by Ramondre Stevenson. Giving up 172 yards, oh my goodness, it was like they were giving it to him, giving it to him, giving it to him. And Derek Carr, 3 TDs, yes, we like that. Josh Jacobs, 93 yards, yes, we do like that, but oh my goodness, bro, give my guy Josh Jacobs a break. 22 carries, and Zamir White only has 1 carry. Meanwhile, the running back committee of the New England Patriots has it spread around. 19 for Stevenson. You got some to Strong, some to Kevin Harris. And I do appreciate that Jacobs is a captain now, but I just don't want to see Josh McDaniels run this guy into the ground. There were several times during this game where several of us fans were saying, bro, please throw the football. Quit running a halfback dive. And luckily for the Raiders, Josh McDaniels decided to put the game in Derek Carr's hands. He was able to make some big plays and now leads the league in passing TDs of 25 yards or more. So this is what we've been saying, bro. Let DC get into a rhythm, let him connect, and let him try to take some shots and put the game into your franchise QB's hands. And I will say Derek Carr looked frustrated during this game, frustrated at the offensive line, and I personally believe, I'm not going to put this on him, but I think he was frustrated with Josh McDaniels. I just personally felt like the pressure was getting to the Raiders. Matthew Judon of the Patriots was leading the league in sacks coming into this game, and we kept calling plays on early 1st and 2nd downs that take too much time to develop, and if we weren't calling those long passing plays, we were just doing some halfback dives up the middle. So I'm still sketched out by the play calling, but I'm going to celebrate this dub, and I'm going to be happy for some of these players on this team that they got this victory against the Patriots. And there still is a shot at the playoffs, and we will be live during this next game on Christmas Eve on this channel against the Steelers. Make sure you subscribe to this channel to check out this game live. The Raiders need the Chargers and the Dolphins to drop 2 more L's, and they also need the Patriots and the Jets to at least drop 1 more L. And if we win out, if we beat the Steelers, then beat the Niners, then beat the Chiefs, hey, I'm down to be delusional. I'm down to be all in. As long as the Raiders keep winning, I'm going to have my delusional cap on and say, let's go Raider Nation. We're making the playoffs. Let me know in the comments below if you think the Raiders still have a shot to make the playoffs. Just need the Chargers to lose twice. And we also need the Dolphins to lose twice. They have a tough schedule, but the Chargers do not. They're playing the Jeff Saturday and the Colts. Then they go on to play the Rams and the Broncos. So we're seriously at the point where we're relying on Jeff Saturday, Baker Mayfield, and Russell Wilson to help the Raiders get into the playoffs. Let me know in the comments if we can get this done. Like this video if you have not yet. Subscribe to this channel for more Raiders content. My name is WiFiWillie. Peace out, and I hope you have a good one.